So guys, let's begin worksheet number 9. Worksheet number 9. We're not going to do all of this, but I'm going to do the odds, and you're going to do the evens. So, although this says combinations and permutations, this is mostly combinations. Okay, and we're only going to do 1 through 10. Okay, we're going to skip the rest of that. It gets redundant and boring after that. Okay, so 10 I think is a pretty sufficient amount to read and to do. So number 1. Number 1 says Lauren is going on a cruise. She has 6 sundresses and 14 pairs of shoes she wants to pack. There's only room for 4 sundresses and 8 pairs of shoes. How many different outfits can she make? So let me just give you a heads up that these are, these are mostly combinations, and this first page, which for me I have 1 through 5, so we can say mostly 2 multiplied together. 2 combinations, my bad. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to do 2 separate combinations and multiply the results. Okay, so for example, we have a combination to calculate for her dresses. Okay. So if you look at her dresses, she has 6 and she's only choosing 4. Okay, so she could choose the first 4, the last 4, the middle 4, all kinds of different arrangements. What is the number? Okay, right now we're really not concerned with the number. We're concerned with how do you set it up. So to pick 4 dresses out of 6, that is a combination. Okay, the order doesn't matter. Okay. Now, shoes. 14 pairs of shoes. Only bring in 8. 14 pairs. Notice that the bigger number is always on the left. Okay. So we are going to be multiplying these 2 combination problems. Okay. Now I'm only going to do this once, and then from there you're on your own, because I don't recommend for you to do this by hand. It's not pretty, it's not fun. So if you did it by hand, it would look like this. So we have 2 fractions. Actually, let me keep it color coded for now. So we got to do 6 factorial and then 6 minus 4 factorial. So we got to do all that. Then we got to do 14 factorial. Doesn't look like fun to do 2 at once. Okay? But if you don't know how to use a calculator, or if you forget your calculator, for example, on the test or something, I will bring scientific calculators, but maybe I can just bring it on Thursday so some of you can practice with it. But let's say you had nothing. Well, I can simplify this a little bit. I can do 2. Okay. I can do 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay, still is not fun to do. Okay. I would still at least use the exclamation mark, the factorial symbol in your, have at least a button to do. Okay, so you can, if not, you're going to have to do 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 divided by 2 times 1 times 4 times 3 times, and this is going to be a big mess. All right. So from now on, I'm going to say, hey guys, put this in your calculator. You should be comfortable by now with your scientific calculator that you're going to use for the test to just type this in, press enter, and move on with your life. All right? Is there anybody who needs help with your scientific calculator? Okay. I'm sorry? You need help? Okay, I can. So when I let you guys loose, I'll come around and help you with your calculators once you're doing your even stuff. Okay? So again, this type in your calculator. Okay? Oops. So the answer is okay, so 45,045. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's just do 4 more together, and then you guys can do the even. So, number 3. It's in your answer sheet. The page 3 has the answers on there. So, guys, on the English test, if you have to write an essay, you have 5 questions, but you don't have to do all 5. You can just choose 3. Maybe maybe there's 2 you don't really like or you don't know anything about, whatever. So that they do that sometimes. Pick 3 out of the 5. Okay? So we're picking 3 out of 5 essays in part 1. Part 2, we're picking 4 of 6 questions. Okay, so you have to multiply the 2 combinations. You put this in your calculator, and it gives you 150. Okay? So I'll be with you to help you with this calculator. Because if you do it by hand, it's not, like I said, it's not going to be much fun. Number 5, Best Buy has 9 different washing machines in stock. Yes, they do sell stuff like that. It's beyond TVs and games and all that. Okay, so manager wants to place 3 of the 9 washing machines. 3 of the 9 looks like this. There's 9 total. You're picking just 3 of the 9. Times 2 of the 6 clothes dryers. Okay, and you type this in your calculator. Accessing your combination functions. And that's going to give you 1260. Okay. Okay, so that's 3 so far. Let's do the last 2 for the odds. Number 7. Okay. Once we go to the back, things change a little bit. A student must select and answer 4 out of 5 essay questions on a test. And how many ways can he or she do? Well, does that sound like 1 or 2 combinations?
1.
Yeah, it's 1. So that's the difference. When you get to the back part, you're going to be looking at just 1 combination. Okay? So this one's not so bad to do the long way, but still we have our calculators just to go ahead and take care of that. All right. So number 9. Ruth Eckert Hall must select 8 out of 10 possible entertainers for the summer schedule. So always put the bigger number on the left. Can't read my own handwriting. Okay. So are there any issues? So actually, the second page is just easier for some reason. I would have started with these first, but just to not skip around everywhere. All right, so we're going to stop there for, we're not going to do page 3, okay? So what I want you to do in your group is to turn in 2 through 10, just the evens, with your partner. Okay, you can skip this page. You can do it if you want to, but I'm not going to hold you responsible for that on a video check. Okay? All right, so you got the answer key right here if you want to work through those. All right. Just looking at the numbers, I'm pretty sure that I haven't really looked at it, but let me see. Yep. That's a big number. 3 million compared to 56, 210. That means that's a permutation. Okay? Order matters, creating more options. Okay? And if you look at the context of that one, number 12 that we're not doing, it's a track meet. Someone's gonna end up first, someone's gonna end up last. Okay, the order matters. So that's gonna be a P instead of a C. Okay? Alright. The last thing I want to talk about today is worksheet number 11. Now, this is gonna be very different. Well, similar, but just not nice looking, okay? Again, your calculator is going to be what's going to save you here, okay? But setting it up, again, is going to be something that's where the real challenge is. Okay. So let's talk about this. A worship band consists of, this is 7.9, by the way. It's your last section. Okay? And by the way, it's your last video as well. Okay? Yes. Last video of the last video check right here. Now you still have to do chapter 7, but that's on your own. There's videos for that, but you don't have to take notes for that. You just watch it if you want to. If not, I think you can do the work without watching any videos, without studying, but it's there if you need it, okay? Anyways, Guys, how many people total are in the worship band? You have 7 males, 3 females. 10. Okay, that's an important number in a minute. If 3 members are to be selected to sing a new song, what's the probability of getting male, male, male? 3 males. Okay, so guys, bear with me for a minute. There's only 3 we're going to do. We're not going to do the bottom part. We don't have time for that. So, real quick. Remember that probability, guys, is a fraction. It's the total on the bottom and then what you're looking at in the top. So, keep that in mind. But we're going to write a description first, so you have kind of something to go by. So, first of all, we're going to do the total. Remember, we're not interested in females in this question. Okay? In this question, okay? Total number of possible males. All right, so we're gonna take a look at that in a minute, because it's not 10. If you're thinking 10, it's not 10, and it's not 7 either. Okay? Just numbers by themselves. These are combinations. So the top is going to be the number of possible three males. And I'm trying to simplify my language here, but it's really talking about, okay, if I pick 3 males out of the 7, I could pick the first 3, the last 3, the middle 3, in between 3. Okay, there's all types of options for having 3 males. Okay, so this is what it looks like, guys. So let me give you a warning. In the last section, we multiply combinations. In this section, we're going to divide combinations. Okay. So in 11.8, when you had 2 combinations, we multiplied. In 11.9, we're dividing, because this is probability. Okay? So here's the divisions, probability. So now, what's the combination for the total possible males? How many total are there?
7.
Well, total in the worship band.
10.
And we're going to grab from those 10 the total males, which is 7. So this is a combination of grabbing 7 from the 10. Okay, and this is how you get your total. You're getting 7 total males from 10 total persons. Okay. Now we're going to focus on specifically 3 males at a time. So we're going to choose, what are the combinations of choosing 3 males out of how many males? Okay. So I know it doesn't look nice, especially if you're doing it the long way. It's going to be very ugly looking and scary. So again, leave it just like that. Type it into your calculator and then move on with your life. Okay? Now, if you did them separately, you would have 35 over 120, which reduces to 7 over 24. Okay? What was your question?
So we always say, like, how it's set up here, like the first part. I don't know. I guess I can see the word.
Yeah, this is just a weird section. Okay? One more, guys. Let's do number 3, because we're running out of time here. Okay, real quick. 2 females and 1 male. So how many are we interested in? 3. You got to put them together. So we are interested in 3 out of how many? 10. 10 total persons in the worship band. Okay, 2 female, 1 male. So the total is 3 out of 10. 3 from 10, sorry. Now, picking a female, there's 3 females. We're choosing 2 from those 3, so that is a combination. Okay? And then the 1 male, we're choosing 1 male from 7 males. So this is female right here. And this is males. Again, type this in your calculator and you will be done. Okay? Now guys, I was looking at your homework and you have a whopping 5 questions in 11.9. Okay? Okay, we just went over 2. You only have 5 to do in your homework. Okay? So hopefully that's fair enough for you. It's not that nice looking, but you can do it. All right, guys, we will see you on Thursday.